that, Sean. And the idea is, I see the guys that are at their best, and I always say, oh man, they're training harder than I am. I need to train harder. And the idea is hopefully, iron sharpens iron. As we grow and as we progress, and somebody's doing it a little bit faster, doing a little bit better, we got to up our game, man. We got to get faster. If he's getting up at 4:30, I'm gonna get up at 4:15. I'm gonna take any advantage, any edge I can get on my opponent.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the heavyweight mentality. So I think the smaller guys like the Broners and the Javantes and the Crawfords, they're a little more yappy and they're a little more feisty because the stakes ain't as high.
Well, I mean, they are. It's just different.
Yeah, because with the heavyweights, 70% of heavyweight fights gonna end in a KO.
Right. Sean, one punch can change your life. We've watched it happen several times. I'm buddies with Gerald McClellan, and that's hard, dude. People die in the ring, man. It happens. At the heavyweight level, dude, you look at guys like Francis Ngannou that all the guys that are crossing over for the big money in boxing. Dude, like, can you imagine taking a punch from Francis Ngannou?
No, thank you.
Well, I kind of want to find out what it feels like, man. I kind of want to get in there and see what it's like.
I think, because what's your current record?
9-0.
9-0. With that record, I think you deserve to get some of those top prospects. Who are some of the top prospects that, not necessarily that you want to fight, but that you're looking at in the heavyweight division?
Well, number one, I want to fight all of them.
Okay, 100%.
Of course, the apex would be getting to fight Alexander Usyk. He's one of my heroes. I love the guy. I love what he stands for. I love what he represents. I think he's classy in a sport that's lost a lot of its class to the yapping and everything else. He just shows up and lets the leather do the talking, man. And I appreciate that. But man, I'd like to fight Andy Ruiz, and I think me and Andy'd have a really good fight. I think Richard Torres, he's one of the new up-and-coming guys. I'd really like to get in the ring with him and see what that looks like. Jared Anderson I think he's got a really good chance of becoming the next great American heavyweight world champion if he keeps going the way he's going. Young, he's fast, he's mean, he's smart, he does the work. I think if he can stay mentally tough, man, he's going to be tough. He's going to be a world beater.
Yeah, definitely.
That dude's going to be tough to beat. And I think JA's got a lot of the right people around him too. A man is only as strong as his team. If your team is weak, man, you're in trouble. If you're going to be as strong as the people you surround yourself with. At least that's what I've found in life.
Yeah, I think that's huge with boxing, especially with the support.
Right. So, man, like for me, for instance, I have Dangerous Damon Reed as my coach. Damon has 90 pro fights. He's fought on every continent on the planet. He's had 30 fights overseas. The dude never signed with a major managerial brand. He was always the gatekeeper. He's fought 4 world champions. He fought for the WBO World Championship. I mean, the dude knows his game. Who better to have in my corner and leading me through that than somebody who's been there and done it?
Yeah.
That used boxing and didn't let boxing use them, because they happen. It happens both ways.
I think so. I am bringing that up. It reminds me of Devin Haney, right? We talked about the latest Devin Haney promotion where basically, some things happen that maybe if Devin would to have entrusted a staple promoter to handle his business, like a Eddie Hearn or like a Warren or Arum or even a Mayweather, if you were to trust these people to do what they've been doing for years, you may not have had these issues. I always say all the time, people turn down 25% of $1 million to keep 100% of 100,000 all the time.
Right.
And that's huge. So let me ask you this. If out of all of these other promoters, you and Damon to that next level, who would you guys like to work with? What is a promotion that you said, man, if me and Damon can land a fight in this promotion, I feel like it would take me to the next level?
Damon's a big fan of Top Rank. He's plugged in with a lot of the guys in Top Rank. He thinks they do a lot, man, and they have a huge stable, and their stable is full of killers, man. I mean, you've really got to be a killer there. We've had some talks with Matchroom, which is Wilder's crew, his management company. Eddie Hearn, man, I mean, dude, the guy's done it. He's done it forever. I mean, he knows what he's doing. There's a lot of different ways we could go. We're open. It kind of depends.
Also with Matchroom, shout out to Matchroom, recently signed Jerron Boots Ennis as well.
Right.
So
Ennis is the truth, man.
yeah, Ennis is next. I'm really, if you notice, guys who watch Fight Chat and watch Eating Elephants, I don't talk about Ennis because I just want to see that fight. He's got to do that.
You
I
want to
don't
see
want
the
to
real
jump the
dog
gun.
come out.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see somebody test Ennis because he's moonwalking and pop locking against guys in the ring at this point, right? He's not. I mean, once he gets to doing the slow motion Michael Jackson moves, knocking guys out, I'm like, all right, Terrence.
Yeah.
Sean Porter, come,
Yeah. Show this guy what's up.
Danny
Let's test
Garcia.
him. Let's test him against it. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, where the heavyweight division was maybe 4 years ago, I think is where that welterweight division is now. All the champions have moved on or gone up.
Right. It's time for the new era.
It's definitely for heavyweights 100%.